Morning, guys. Gold's at 1464, silver at 1708 on this October 1st, 2019. And I'm sure many of you have seen the reports, the fear porn about gold potentially reaching its 80s and 1990s levels. Seems a little bit far-fetched, man. It would be nice to revisit the 2007 levels. It's 600 bucks. Good night. If you would be buying silver back in those times, or I should say these days, at those levels of those times, as opposed to gold, you'd be an idiot. Because you'd have to wait that much longer for your silver to get to where it is at today's levels. You with me? So if we were to get to those levels, myself personally, I'd back up the frickin' truck on gold, man. I would have easily 100 ounces of gold and be content for the rest of my life. But I don't foresee that happening. That's like a pipe dream. If it were to happen, the dollar would definitely be way overvalued, and Trump is trying to keep our dollar devalued for whatever reason. I can't remember the particulars behind it, but you know, in the 90-cent range is, for whatever reason, good. I can't remember, but anyways. Apart from that, because I'm not a finance guy, man, I'm just like you, trying to preserve my wealth best I can. And especially being retired, you know, I need to preserve what I have both inherited and worked for an entire life. You know, best I can. Anyways. So I was approached recently by a dealer who I buy from probably once a year at the most. Called me up yesterday and informed me that I had a coupon that I hadn't used in the last year, and if I'd like to use it. I asked him what it was. Well, it was I believe a 5% coupon on gold, and I can get a half ounce of gold right now for 700 bucks, which in terms of an ounce would be 1,400, putting me substantially below spot. And my mentality as of right now is to pull the trigger. I'd be an idiot not to, being that gold is at 1463, and I am particular anymore these days on the Eagles exclusively. It's in my best interest, you know, with the general premium on an Eagle being, 30 bucks, and 20 to 25 being a good price over spot. Anyways, you see where I'm going with this. So I'm going for it, as opposed to my previous plan of getting another ounce and a half. It's in my better interest to just get the half ounce and sit on the rest of that cash and use it toward what's going to be a pretty hellacious winter. As 2018 and the experiences thereof have shown me, I need to stack more cash too. So diversifying all that money that I had received in the sale of the silver I sold this year, the first 521 ounces and the 4 ounces of gold, or 5 ounces of gold rather, that I sold in order to get my new hoist and canopy, which was 11,000 bucks. to, protect my asset, which, this boat was 89 grand, This was a very good investment being that it's protecting my asset. The asset that produces no income, however, does produce my enjoyment to my life, right? As well as the cottage, which provides me enjoyment of life, quality of life. But as a former income producing asset, that cottage has paid for itself. I may be renting it out again full time because of the land, over there, as I had shown you earlier this summer, where I did a lot of clear cutting, made a path and a ginormous parking area. Due to the amount of time it's taking me to get approval to do some sort of substantial improvement to this house, being I'm in a floodway, I think that in all this time I need to be renting it once again, and then I'll just get myself going back to plan A, with the exception to selling it. I think I'm going to possibly, at least as of now, go to plan A once again and get a decent used camper, as opposed to a nice brand new shiny fancy pants Winnebago. I'll just get a nice used one, for about 10 grand or so, which is half the cost of a new one. And putting it way over there in the woods, and drive the 28 miles to visit the boat on occasional weekdays, and most certainly every weekend. I don't know. But I'm trying to come up with a plan or a solution to increase my monthly income, as well as still retain my property here. All this until I get a definitive answer from the township, whether or not I can improve upon the house to the degree that I require. That being adding a second floor and combining the back porch to the primary house. Anyways, till that happens, I got to come up with a solution, and so I need to generate a income in the meanwhile. So apart from that, guys, yep, today is the last day for the boat. It's officially fall here, October 1st. Leaves are changing exponentially. Not very happy and excited or enthused about it. It looks pretty to the majority of you, or most of you, but to me, it's a clarification that summer isn't over, and death is on the doorstep of green. It will no longer be green. Soon you'll be getting another winter video where this will be ice. God, that sucks. I hate it. And I have to go back into hibernation mode. So back to the metals markets. October is the time of year when political shenanigans happen and articles come out, both with substantial evidence backing their claim, and others purely as fear porn, doom and gloom. Take all that with a grain of salt, man. I think that silver will probably be back down into its upper $16 range. If not, the $17 range is not out of the realm of possibility to be the new floor or the new norm, as it was back in 2017. And gold, more likely than not, the new norm for gold will be in the upper 12s to upper 13s. So I'd say probably between 1280 and 1380-ish. Maybe the new one for gold. I don't know. We will see soon enough. But as far as $20 silver and $1,600 gold by the end of October seems pretty far-fetched to me. I had purchased that proof set and those 10th ounces strictly out of speculation of the 1600s range, right? But I had only done it because my cost average in my gold, physical gold holdings, I'm in the upper 12 and mid 1300s, right? So I could afford to do that, and I'm still in that range. Even with the purchase I'm about to make on the half ounce, I'll be in the upper 12 to 1300s, so I'm good. I'm good. But if you're not cost averaged out into that range or substantially less, man, I wouldn't do it, dude. I wouldn't do it. Nor would I purchase any silver right now whatsoever. I mean, I know it's only Tuesday, but no, I wouldn't get any silver right now, man. That's for sure. It's, for me, to even fathom getting back into any type of silver whatsoever, it would have to be in the $13 range again, or substantially less than that. That being said, after this half ounce of gold that I purchased, I'm sitting down. I'm taking the rest of that cash and I'm gonna sock it to keep me diverse, because like I said, last year, 2018, there was an awful lot happened that we had not foreseen, with Hollywood and her heart valve replacement that she had to have done this May. With that news being sprung on us in April, was kind of a setback. And I sold the hot rod, so that put me ahead even after getting her dental work done prior to the surgery. So now that I'm still ahead, I want to stay there, and so take that lesson, not get too involved in the precious metals this year, and see where things go. And I'd like to encourage you guys to follow suit and stack cash, a few purchases here and there, to keep you involved and engaged, and with your cost averaging, so to speak, for those of you that need to. But for the most part, I'd say stack cash. Wait to see where we're going to be at, man, and then make a better educated decision after that. So, today's the last day for the boat. I'm gonna pull her out probably tomorrow, and that'll be it. That'll be that till the Halloween party next door at the neighbors. And then after that, we just got Christmas and New Year party. Those are the other 2 times we're gonna be at the cottage this year. For the rest of this year, I should say. Until next summer. I gotta get these 2 guys to pull their boats out. They are not paid through October, so therefore they gotta go. That right there is a very good, the seawall is actually a money generating asset here at the cottage. Each one of my mooring customers pays $1,600 to keep their boats here during the summer. In the past, that money has all gone toward gold. This year, not so much. This year, it went toward beer and ice. Yeah. But it was all worth it. All worth it. And toward the garage for the boat. But anyways, I'm rambling on. And I'm saying anyways an awful lot. So I'll cut you guys loose. Thanks for stopping by, my friends. Till next time. See you.